Polymer. Good. Susan, you look marvellous. Denise, you look marvellous. We don't need any hair playing. Seriously, when you do Besançon, it would be adorable if you could do a Besançon trip with me. It'd be life-changing for you guys as well. Like, in extreme August heat, all you'll care about is sun protection and caps and making sure that you've got good sneakers, trainers to walk really quickly. So a couple of bits of information. Firstly, I'm not here next Monday. It's my birthday on Thursday. I'm just taking a week for myself. It's only a staycation. I'm not doing anything particularly exciting. I'm seeing some really nice friends on Thursday after whatever, and then I'm just going to have a drink, and then I just want to have time off after the drink. Me and my inflammation, I'll need time off after a drink because I get quite inflamed on alcohol. So there won't be a class next Monday, but there will be the following thing. Next thing is I've got a really good friend called Jess, and my other good friend, her partner, her husband called Brian. They're from St. Louis, and she's got the coolest website. She's got the coolest YouTube channel. So it used to be they were obese. I'll be honest, they were obese. They were really, really obese. And they started eating like vegan, gluten-free, no, not gluten-free, vegan, refined oils free, refined sugars free, just like everything. They're not saying you have to give up everything to lose weight, but they were like, we've eaten so much filth for so long, we might as well try and be really clean. They both lost a ton of weight. They've got a great YouTube called Crocs in the Kitchen, Croc with a K. Then Jess goes and gets cancer at 36, full hysterectomy, everything, and she's just come out the other side of it. And she's such an articulate girl, and so their channel went from being like healthy food recipes to this kind of like, well, mental health and cancer vlog. But she's so articulate. She's she's just got this uncanny skill and ability to really talk about how she feels in this way that she thinks is too much, but it's just really, really human and really nice. And there's been a happy ending because they told us she was stage 3-4. So we weren't expecting this. So she's basically now been told she's effectively cancer-free. But it's a really cool vlog with some really good recipes. And she just needs a bit of love this week because she's just, you know, when you're so scared of something and you're just on survival mode, and when you get to the end of it is when you actually have the breakdown and realize what you've been through. She's just having that at the moment. So if anybody watching wants to go across to Crocs in the Kitchen, so Krocks, and give her a little bit of love, just say, oh, Luke sent us, whatever. And they do really good recipes and stuff as well. Yeah, they're really, really lovely. Don't tell everybody I'm nice. I've got a reputation to maintain. Good. Right, off we go. Let's work in an order. Brendan, I get a lot of fan mail for you. I get a lot of fan mail. I get somebody this week that said, oh, I love it when you terrorize Brendan. Oh. I did. And I said, well, I wouldn't fucking terrorize him if he did his fucking homework, would I? So, yeah, off you go. So, Brendan, so say for me, lots of people write a message. They talk about you. Lots of people write a message. They talk about you.
Okay.
Come closer. I can't hear you, my love.
Right. Beaucoup.
Previous word stays on until we swap it. We don't stop a word. We change it for the next word. Lots of people. Off you go. Lots of people write a message. They talk about you.
Okay. Beaucoup de gens écrivent vos messages. Ils parlent de toi.
Good. Not only does that facilitate a better recall, ça facilite un meilleur rappel. While we're waiting for it, it sounds French. Lorsqu'on l'attend, voilà, on dirait voilà que tu parles en français. It's just better. It's just better. God, it's just better. It's just absolutely better. Good. They think it's funny that I'm disciplined with you all. They think it's funny that I'm disciplined with you all.
Ils pensent que c'est drôle
Pause.
que...
I can't tell you how much better this voice is. Don't use drôle. I have told you before. Lukey
I know,
prefers amusant, marrant, rigolo, feminine rigolote. Lukey does not like drôle. Off we go. Back to the beginning. They think it's funny that I'm disciplined with you all.
Ils pensent que c'est marrant que tu es...
No. I've told you, don't make you and I. Don't swap. If I've given you the sentence, I am, stick to
Yeah.
I am. I don't need you to first, second, and whatever. Okay. Off you go. I'm disciplined with you. Go.
Ils pensent que c'est très marrant que je suis discipliné avec toi.
I don't know what kind of pills you lot take, but you have no emotions. What is it's they think that it's funny that yeah, subjunctive, yeah.
Oui, ils pensent c'est marrant
Ils pensent que c'est marrant, ils pensent que c'est marrant, yeah.
Ils pensent que c'est marrant que je sois discipliné avec toi.
All of you. It's not just about you, Bren. All of you. Avec vous.
Oh, avec vous.
Good. Okay.
Que je sois
Lovely.
discipliné avec vous.
Now, nice vowel accuracy, nice sliding, more discretion. Oui, il pense que c'est marrant que je sois discipliné avec vous. It doesn't need to become. Il pense que c'est marrant que. So don't homogenize. Don't homogenize the vowels just because we're trying to get a smoothness going in the face. Yeah. Okay. Listen. So this morning, I spoke with a friend that I haven't seen in a long time, who's somebody who doesn't do lessons with me, he just supports the YouTube and he supports the Instagram. Alors ce matin, j'ai parlé avec une amie, alors ça fait un petit moment que je le vois pas. Il suit ma chaîne, il suit mon Insta. And he'd seen a video that I put up with Nina and Nick, who's the lady that I teach, who's just gotten engaged to a French chap that I introduced him to. Donc, il avait vu la vidéo qui parlait de Nina et Nick et voilà le fait qu'ils soient fiancés, laisse tomber. And he said, "Oh, Luke, I just love watching you go between the two." He said, "Because it's just that way that your mouth just changes." He said, "I'll never get that." Il a dit, Luke, j'aime bien te regarder parce que c'est la façon dont tu changes la bouche, quoi. It's like, and I'm like, no, because that's what I do with my students. You don't get that. That's what we focus on. We focus on this mouth difference. He's like, oh, I never knew that. Alors ça, je le savais pas. So trust me. And he's an MD, like a musical director of like West End shows. So he's got a really good ear. You know, he's got a good ear. And I was like, interesting that you've picked up on that. But yes. And he was like, oh, I just think it's like a genetic thing or something that you grew up doing. I'm like, no, anybody can learn it, but do it. All right. Good, Brendan. So say for me, I don't speak to him. I don't tend to speak to him very often, but he watches my videos. I don't tend to speak. He'll often click like and stuff. So I don't tend to speak to him very often, but he watches my videos.
Je n'ai pas les tendances.
Pause. It is a phrasal verb. You're right for being vigilant with the noun, but some phrasal verbs don't treat a noun like a noun. For example, we don't need the article before it. Yeah, we don't need to say une tendance or la tendance. You can just say, so the phrasal verb is avoir tendance à. Yeah, so I don't tend to speak to him very often. He follows my channel. Off you go.
Je n'ai pas tendance à parler avec lui.
Yes, I prefer lui parler. It's a bit less lazy.
Oui, je n'ai pas tendance à lui parler.
Pause. If you're falling over consonants, people, it means you need to just be more hon. The more hon you are, more of the sound will come from here and less of the sound. But literally, as you speak, just think, this is my not microphone. This is my, oh God, a Marshall stack. What do you call it? Like amplifier. This is my, this is my sound from here, and this is my sound from here. Don't take it here. You constantly just think hon he hon he hon. Think animal. For the moment, and I'm not being rude, but the French sound to you guys is still a little bit inhuman. It's a bit inhuman. It's just got that quite lacking in human quality. So just think inhuman. And if you start sounding like Brendan or Denise or, the rest of you, Brie or whatever, then it's not French, is it? Yeah, off you go. So sound more hon, and again.
Je n'ai pas tendance à lui parler. Sorry, I forgot the last
Very
bit.
often.
Très souvent.
Souvent ou souvent?
Souvent.
Souvent. Souvent. Between the tits. Souvent, not souvent, right? Good, lovely. But he follows my channel.
Mais ils suivent ma chaîne. Ils suivent ma chaîne. Ils suivent ma chaîne.
Good, lovely. Sarah, I need to get my haircut. I need to get my haircut, which is reflexive, passive, causative. I need to get my haircut.
Je dois me faire...
We're almost there. Good. Je dois, good choice of verb for I need and a verb. Correct. Me for the reflexive. Faire for the causative. Tick, tick, tick. Good. What comes after the faire in a causative? The verb you are going to cause somebody else to do. Pardon me, I'm a little bit wet. I've just been for a massive walk. And when t-shirts are going in the wash, I like to go one day a week where you don't put chemicals on. I like to be like a bit organic on a Monday. So we don't use deodorant or anti-perspirant on Monday. So, yeah. So say for me, je dois... I sat in the bath for an hour this morning reading, so we're all right. But I just mean I don't like to chemical up on a Monday. So could you just say for me, je dois me faire... What verb's going to come next then? Has she gone? Oh, bugger me. She knew she was going to mess it up, so she fucked off.
Sorry.
Sarah? Je dois me faire...
Trying to cancel it. Je dois me faire de chevaux.
No. With a reflexive causative, you're making somebody else do something, my darling. If it's cut, what's the verb to cut?
Couper.
Good. O-U. Ou. Better. Je dois me faire couper les cheveux. Say to me, je dois me faire couper les cheveux.
Je dois me faire couper le cheveu.
Les cheveux, we're not cutting horses. Je dois me faire couper les cheveux. Send it forward. Don't keep it here. Je dois me faire couper les cheveux. Je dois me faire couper les cheveux. Go.
Je dois me faire couper les cheveux.
Good. Cheveux.
Cheveux.
No, this is cheveux. This cheveux is what I can now no longer write. 1, 2, 3. Let's all say together, fuck Dr. Chunk. On the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Fuck Dr. Chunk. That's the idiot that gave me the wrong medication, which messed up my joints. It's not liable if it's true. You're legally completely safe. Yep. Good. Good. So, excellent. Next one, Sarah. It annoys me here. Now, why am I giving you this? When we learn French and we're in situations, we still have our hands. So if you don't know, oh, the sides or whatever, fine, just go, that annoys me. You can use your hands when in a situation. Yeah. So say for me, it annoys me here when it's longer now. It annoys me here when it's longer now. What is the word for it if we are either A, just looking at a kind of an abstract concept, yeah,
Ça.
or be a verb, or the fact that it's longer here. So what am I saying? What's the it going to be here?
Ça.
That'll right. So it annoys me.
Ça m'énerve.
Finish the sentence here when it's longer.
Ça m'énerve quand
When here when it's longer. Here. What's the word for here?
Là, ici.
Yeah, ça m'énerve là or ça m'énerve ici. Ça m'énerve là is fine. When it's longer, come on, don't let me baby bird give you the worm one word at a time. Give me the sentence. It annoys me here when it's longer.
Ça m'énerve quand ici.
Pause. What's the word for here? It annoys me here when it's longer. Go.
Ça m'énerve ici quand des
Pause. When it's longer. Stop fucking visualizing. We don't need to look at that word quand. When it's longer.
quand c'est plus long.
Good. Now we can use c'est rather than the ça because, or quand ils sont plus longs, like when they are longer, the hairs. But we're using c'est because we're using the verb to be. Yeah. Okay. Ouais, ça m'énerve là quand c'est plus long. Ça m'énerve là quand c'est plus long.
Ça m'énerve ici quand.
No, copy my snake. Ça m'énerve là. Come with me on the vowel highway. Ça m'énerve là quand c'est plus long.
Ça m'énerve là quand c'est plus long.
Lovely. Not m'énerve, it's m'énerve, not Minerva. Okay, good. After the age of 40, you need to be careful. It just looks geeky and wrong. Like Brendan. Brendan always has it nicely shaved. I just think it looks a bit shit if you don't keep on top of it. It's fucking dear, isn't it? Good God, when I cut my hair, I didn't realise I'd need to fucking sell a kidney to pay for haircuts. My God, people are like, oh, short hair's so much easier. Is it fuck? By the time you've paid for products, by the time you've paid for haircuts, by the time you've done stuff, so much more work. Tie it back, bit of a hair mask once a week, so much easier. But anyway, so say for me, after the age of 40, you need to be careful. Off you go, Sarah. After the age of 40, you need to be careful.
Après l'âge de 40, on doit être.
On doit faire.
On doit faire attention.
Can you just say that last word without it being a hybrid of Italian and Spanish? Can you say it to me properly?
Faire attention.
No. Look, if you're taking it in the throat, I hope you got a dress and a pearl necklace out of it. No, wrong expression. I hope you got a diamond ring out of it. If you're taking it in the throat, something's gone wrong. You don't need to take in the attention. No. Here. Lukey's told you. Here. Attention. Not attention. That's there's no French sound that is there. We go via there if we happen to go from here to here. We go via there, but we don't go. We never go from there in French. Attention. Say with me. Attention.
Attention.
Not intention, which is intention. Say attention.
Attention.
Good. Now don't bang. Attention.
Attention.
Good. Say faire attention.
Faire attention.
Better. Vowels. Good. Brie, you there, Brie?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Luke, I know what you mean. Hair is very expensive. Luke, I know what you mean. Hair is very expensive.
Luc, je sais.
Pause. You haven't made a bad choice yet, just like Brendan. Keep the previous word running until we swap it for the next word. Yeah, just keep the previous word running. The speed at which you're solving this is absolutely acceptable. Keep the previous word running. I know what you mean. Hair is expensive.
Oui, je sais ce que tu veux dire.
So that's it. So you might notice, and I think the others sort of felt that when you keep the previous word going, not only is it better, not only does it sound better, it does help your memory of what we need. Yeah, it really does. Yeah. You can't get a muscle memory from silence. Go again. Luke, I know what you mean. Hair is expensive.
Luc, je sais ce que tu veux dire. Les cheveux, c'est très
C'est
cher.
cher or les cheveux sont yeah, or les cheveux c'est cher. We go with the practice of haircut stuff. Okay, lovely. Luc, je sais ce que tu veux dire. Les cheveux c'est cher. Okay, good. But Luke, despite my age, people think I'm 19, so I don't spend any money for my skin. Off you go. It's easy to go off, Brie, isn't it? So Sophie, Luke, but despite my age, people think I'm 19, so I don't need to spend any money for my skin. This is obviously you, not me. That didn't really need stating. Off you go.
Luc, mais...
Right, pause. Guys, don't forget going round. The word we want for despite is malgré. Yeah, malgré. Copy me on these. Yes, it's true. People think I'm younger. Just say for that. Yes, it's true. People think I'm younger.
Oui, c'est vrai.
Les gens
pensent que
I am younger.
je suis plus jeune.
Lovely. Although, do you remember although? Bien. What's although? Bien.
Bien que.
Good plus subjunctive. Bien que plus subjunctive. So say although I'm younger.
Bien que je sois.
So although I'm older. Bien que je
sois plus âgé.
Good job. We don't say vieille. Number one, you're not old anyway, but if you mean older, so somebody of 18 could be older than somebody of 16. They're not old at 18. Okay, unless you're Prince Andrew. Yeah, so bien que je sois plus âgé, whatever. The word for despite, though, is malgré. Malgré. Yeah, so despite my age, people think I'm 19. Can we say people think I'm only 19? Despite my age, people think I'm only 19.
Malgré mon âge.
Keep it going. So A, keep going. Malgré, keep it going. Honestly, guys, it doesn't sound stupid to keep it going. It sounds stupid to not keep it going. Keep it going.
Malgré mon âge, les gens pensent que...
That I'm younger. Keep going.
Les gens pensent que
I'm younger.
Plus jeune.
Good. Well done for saying jeune correctly, because most people say jaune, which is yellow, or gens, which is people. Teeth together. Malgré mon âge, les gens pensent que je suis plus jeune. Oui, alors malgré mon âge, les gens pensent que je suis plus jeune.
Oui, alors malgré mon âge...
I'm hearing Brie. And I want to hear Brienne. I want to hear French you. Hon, he, hon, he, hon. Guys, people following this, if you're enjoying the video, please remember that Luke runs on Kofi from time to time. And there'll be a link under the video on how to purchase Luke the Kofi to say thank you for said video. So just start, all of you at this level, just say hon, he, hon. Remember to sound animal. Say hon, he, hon. Nice, no, but that was quiet, but it was the correct twang. So Stephanie, hon, he, hon.
Hon, he, hon.
Now link between the two. Hon, he, hon. Link between the two.
Hon, he, hon.
Yeah, but I don't want to hear beat. I want to hear hon, he, hon, he, hon. I want to hear like a line.
Hon, he, hon.
That's lovely. Can now all of you sort of hear that twang that's coming out of Bree's? That's French. So every vowel has got to have one of those. Okay, so if you're sort of saying malgré mon âge, les gens pensent que je suis diphthong, plus jeune. Yeah, everything, but we don't go oui, alors malgré mon âge, les gens pensent que je suis plus jeune. But if it goes malgré mon âge, les gens pensent, which is where English resides. Good, okay. I don't, so they think I'm only 19. How do you say they think I'm only 19? Ils pensent que je n'ai que 19 ans. Ils pensent que je n'ai que 19 ans. Notice I'm using the que, ne and que, or que on its own if we're being slangy, for only rather than seulement. Put your hand in front of your camera if you don't understand what the que is doing there. There's no shame if you don't. Does everybody get what the que is doing there? Que is like seulement. For a noun, it can be used for a verb. It's a bit tricky for you guys to use it with a verb at the moment, but we do use it for a verb. Oh, he really wants to see you. Well, he's only got to come and see me. Il n'a qu'à venir me voir. We can use que with with verbs. Lovely. Good. Great. Denise. Luke, I saw the video, the one you're talking about. I'm happy that Nina's found somebody. Luke, I saw the video, the one you're talking about. I'm happy that Nina's found somebody.
Okay. Luc, j'ai vu la vidéo dont tu as parlé.
Stand still.
I was going to pick the wrong one.
The one we were talking about.
Laquelle?
Oh, fucking hell, I will batter. I will literally put on boxing gloves. There'll be no mark, but I will batter, man or woman, gender aside, anybody that does this again. I am so damn bored of this mistake. I have gone over it so many times. When we say laquelle, we have two. That one's for you, Brendan. We have two options. Primarily, laquelle as in lequel, laquelle, laquelle. Option one, on its own, when you mean which one. And that could be a question about a human. The girl over there is my friend Denise, who's shortly going to meet her maker in heaven. Which one? The one I'm going to shoot. Guns are wrong and dumb, especially in schools. So, lequel, laquelle, laquelle. Or after a preposition, the pen with which I slit Denise's throat. You know, whatever. The one is a point. Yeah, it's an indicator. You're demonstrating the thing. Multiple videos. Trust me, I've done a lot of videos. The one we're talking about, I'm demonstrating, which means I need a demonstrative. And what letter does the demonstrative start with?
C, cell.
Thank you. So this is overtaking, what was my previous? This is overtaking faire and rendre as my absolute pet hate. Seriously. There's a talk show in England. You might have seen the guy on BBC World called Graham Norton. He's an Irish guy, but who largely resides in London. And people tell a story in the audience, and if the people don't find the story funny, he just presses a button and they just shoot off the chair. This is what's going to happen in this group if people keep saying laquelle. I'm telling you. Go again. The one I'm talking to you about. Off you go. The one I told you about. Feminine video, my darling. Feminine video. The one I talked about. Feminine video. The one I talked.
Cell.
Right. Listen to Lukey. We need to remember the fact that cell is just pointing at the noun. The coffee. Cell is taking the place of the noun. If we had a noun normally, our way of linking it to a verb is going to vary. Celle qui, celle que, celle dont are all possible. La femme qui habite avec moi, the woman who lives with me. La femme que tu connais, the woman that you know. La femme dont j'ai parlé. La femme à qui je pense. So when you use the demonstratives, you're representing your noun. So that's what I call a pointy word. Pointy and linky. Yeah. And you're lucky because in the other discussion group, Brenda made a joke and I showed my nipples. I said pointy and linky. If you use sell, all you're doing is taking the place of the coffee. You still need to link your wickle word across to the fucking verb. Whether that goes via a qui, a que, a don, an à laquelle, an auquel, a duquel, a whatever that is, that's your choice based on the verb. All you're doing with sell is taking the place of your verb, of your noun, pardon me. So if I said the video I'm talking about, how would you just say that? La video, how would you say the video I'm talking about?
La vidéo dont tu parles.
Stop swapping I and you. Don't be Brendan.
La vidéo dont je parle.
Lovely. Now say the one I'm talking about.
Celle dont je parle.
Gorgeous. Yeah. Not to be confused with where we have a pointy and a linky joined, which is ce qui, ce que, ce dont, which is saying that one of which, assuming that will give me a linked thing. Yeah. And you might go, well, Luke, what would be the difference with that one then? Well, for a start, if you used one of the linked ones, you'd need as a minimum another verb in the sentence. So you can say, Luke, which video do you want me to watch? Oh, the one I told you about, celle dont je te parle. You're welcome to say that on its own. If you used ce dont, I know what you need. Je sais, verb number one, ce dont tu as besoin. Or je sais, verb number one, ce que il te faut, ce qu'il te faut, verb number two. So those pointy, linky, joined things, are we clear about that? That's different. So say for me, the one, so say for me, which woman? The one who's got a French boyfriend. Just say for me, which woman? The one who's got a French boyfriend.
Quelle femme? Celle qui a un copain français.
Good.
Française. Français.
Okay. All genders are welcome here, but yeah. I'm just going to say one thing, Denise. Auntie Lukey's 5-point star, which is a video all to itself on another website. So Brendan, I'm seeing your hit count. So basically, could you please say for me the one I'm thinking of? Oh, do you know what? I know a really good video. The one I'm thinking of. So before we get any further, what is, just because my blood pressure, you know, actually my blood pressure is low. I have really low blood pressure, which is why I have to eat a lot of salt. When I say I'm thinking of, which preposition am I going to use?
Je pense à.
Good, because it'd be a shame to delete you publicly. Lovely. So if I now say, which preposition am I therefore talking about? What do we think of instantly when we have an reversed?
Okay.
Auntie Lukey's 5-point star. What is Auntie Lukey's 5-point star for
À laquelle, auquel.
That is not where it starts. Watch how you all slay with normal prepositions and how you all turn to dross with and de. Would you please say for me, Denise, the man I live with?
L'homme avec qui.
Lamb, there's no, lamb means blade or the soul. Yeah, lamb. Okay, yeah, I sold mine years ago. All right, off you go. But someone's got it because it's really hurting at the moment for somebody. So I don't know who the hell's opened the box. So off you go. The man I live with. And again, l'homme.
L'homme avec qui.
L'homme.
L'homme avec qui.
Good. So we've got preposition plus key for a person. Are we all clear? Preposition plus key for a person. Lovely. Talking about a masculine, non-human thing, could you please say for me the one I write with? Let's say a pen. The one I write with, masculine pen, the one I write with. No, forget the one, because celui is too much for you all guys right now. Just literally say the pen I write with, the pen with which I write, masculine.
Le stylo avec lequel j'écris.
Good, faster. Go at a normal speed.
Le stylo avec lequel j'écris.
Good, so we've got so far key, preposition plus key, preposition plus lequel, spot the pattern. Say for me the fountain pen. La plume. Say the fountain pen I write with. Have we go?
La plume avec laquelle j'écris.
Good. So far, we're not being basic bitches. We've got preposition qui, preposition lequel, preposition laquelle, preposition lesquels spelt masculine, preposition lesquels spelt plural. Would you agree with that, Denise?
Mhm.
So would you now run through that same 5 again, changing the preposition to pour straight away? Qui and all the locales. Go, quick.
Pour laquelle.
Listen to Lukey. Qui and all the locales. Qui, you've got the human one first, Denise, haven't you? You've got the human one. Auntie Lukey's 5-point star. Auntie Lukey's 5-point star. Off you go.
À qui? Is this what you're...
With pour, my darling, with pour.
Okay. Pour qui, pour laquelle, pour...
Run through the male, female. I'm not being like males are in charge of women or any bullshit like that. Just run through the order. So, qui, lequel, laquelle, lesquels, lesquels. Go, hurry up with pour.
Pour qui, pour lequel.
I know your brain, this isn't in because you're going far too slowly. The preposition of choice plus lequel, laquelle, lesquels, lesquels. Hurry it up, Denise.
Pour qui, pour lequel.
No. What is the word? What words are you going to? This is too slow for you. What words are you going to after the qui? What other words have you got?
Lequel.
So hurry the damn fuck up. Pour, lequel, off you go. À qui? Do it. Sorry, pardon my apologies. With pour. Go. Hurry up. Pour.
Pour qui, pour lequel, pour laquelle, pour
That's it, my girl.
lesquels, pour lesquels.
Good. I know it when it's not in, and I know it when it's in. Right. Swap the preposition for sans. For sans, without. Go. Auntie Lukey's 5-point star. Human, male, female, plural, plural. Off you go. Non-human on those. Off you go. Go with sans. S-A-N-S. Go.
Sans qui, sans lequel, sans laquelle, sans
Good. Eyes on Lukey, but good. Now swap it for a, which is a preposition like any other.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't got a dans with a. We haven't got some weird shit that we can change. We've just got a. Okay? Auntie Lukey's 5-point star. Off you go.
À qui, à lequel, à qui, auquel, à laquelle, auquel.
Well done, you've got it. Which is easier to remember my way if you go, I'm not being arrogant, but it just is à qui, à laquelle. So do the 2 ones with a first. Auquel. Lions and tigers and bears. Yeah? Okay. Lovely. So basically, à qui, à laquelle, auquel. Ba-bum, ba-ba-bum, da-dun, da-dun, da-dun. Let me hear it.
À qui, à laquelle, à qui, à quel.
À laquelle.
À qui, à laquelle, auquel.
Right. So when we have an à situation, je pense à la situation. When we come to reverse an à clause, we look at Auntie Lukey's 5-point star. If I'm talking about une situation, la situation, would you please say for me the situation I'm thinking of?
La situation à laquelle je pense.
That's all we need to do. The girl I'm thinking of, less likely these days, but off you go. The girl I'm thinking of.
La fille à qui je pense.
That's it. All right. Do me, Susan, Auntie Lukey's 5-point star with de. So preposition of choice. Now let's be very clear. We don't always get to do this because what word do we use, Susan, if we reverse a de? A dans half the time, don't we? Yeah. It's only when de would mean from, rather than of or about, that we'd get to do this. So, because I do want to be doing this today, so let's get this thing fucking finished. So could you give me, Susan, Auntie Lukey's 5-point star with de? Off you go.
There's something wrong with my...
I can't hear you, my darling. I can't hear you. No, it's just crumbled. It's just crap. It's just blah, 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 blah. It's like a message from Amelia Earhart from Beyond the Grave. I can't hear you.
There's something horribly wrong with my...
No. Log out, log in. Susan's husband is on some filth sites. Honestly, he talks to all these local chatterbait people, and it's like, oh, that kills the computer. I can't hear you, Amelia Earhart. Do you want to log in, log out? Log out, log in, idiot Luke. In the meantime, let's go to Tabitha. You there, Tabitha?
I have to go to the next person because I can't hear anything.
Okay, you're back.
Yes, I'm here. Yes.
Okay, Tabitha's in. Right. So remember, Tabitha, we are, for this situation, we're taking the preposition of choice. We're popping qui, lequel, laquelle, lesquels, lesquels after it. So could you give me the 5-point star for the word de, the preposition de? So we've just done à qui, auquel, but we made it à laquelle, auquel. So we're taking qui, lequel, laquelle, lesquels, and lesquels, and we're adding it to the word de. So can I hear what those 5 are going to be for that for me, please, Tabitha?
Oh my goodness. De la.
Pause. Listen to Lukey. You are taking your preposition of choice. The preposition here is the word de. What's the preposition, Tabitha?
De.
Good girl. We are then, if we're talking about a human being, going to be adding the word qui. If we're talking about a masculine thing, we're going to be adding lequel. Feminine thing, laquelle. Plural thing, masculine, lesquels. Just the words for the plural thing, lesquels. So our 5 options go, as we've been talking, qui, lequel, laquelle, lesquels, lesquels. Only this time, we're adding it to a and de. Now, a and de are problematic because they are prepositions that when you add a le to them, they might join. Pour and lequel, for which, it ain't going to join. Pour and laquelle, it ain't going to join. Pour and lesquels, they ain't going to join. But if you had a and so what were my, before you give me the preposition, what are my 5 things I needed? First, I need you to do the preposition plus what, Tabitha? Plus
For lequel.
Stand still. Give me the 5 things we are adding after the preposition in this option. The first one is
Qui.
good. Then my 4 the words, off you go. Look.
Lequel.
Feminine.
Lesquel.
Get the order right. Masculine, feminine, plural, plural. Go. Masculine, look.
Lequel.
Good girl, feminine.
Laquelle.
Good girl, plural.
Lesquel.
Good girl, plural. And again. And again.
Qui.
No. And again, the plural one again.
Lesquel.
That's right, Tabby, because the plural will have a feminine spelling. All right. So now I'm going to need you to shove the word de up the ass of these words. And for you to decide whether that means we have a join or not. You decide. All right. It's a personal choice about whether something's been shoved up the ass. So basically, de plus qui. Is there anything to play around with there? Is that
yes.
same accept? Do we need to join those, or can we say that?
We can join them.
No, we can't, can we? De qui. So the woman from whom I received a present, la femme de qui. We don't need to do anything weird there. De and lequel, the department from which I received a response. De and lequel. Does anything join there, Tabitha, in your opinion?
De and lequel.
Yes. Do you think that's going to join, and for what reason? Okay, Tabby, if I said from the market, if market is le marché, what is de and le going to give me?
De la.
Do your homework or don't come. Du marché. I love you dearly, but you've got some shit to keep up with. I've told you this before. De and le becomes what, Tabby?
De.
Thank you. De and la becomes what? Nothing. De and lay becomes what? It becomes something. What's it going to become?
Day.
Good girl. De and lay becomes what again?
Day.
So go again. De and qui. De qui.
De
and
qui.
lequel. Duquel. De and laquelle. De laquelle. That stays where it is. De and lesquels. Desquels. Desquels. So you're saying de qui.
De qui.
Duquel. de laquelle, desquels, desquels. Have a go.
Okay. De qui,
Good.
de laquelle,
Ah, the masculine one. I'm bored.
de
Du-
qui,
Yep.
de qui, de laquelle.
No, you're just guessing. You're just guessing.
No.
Which one? You're just guessing. You're just guessing. Don't talk to cover it. Don't talk to cover it. You're guessing. What is the first word for which that we're doing, my darling? Lequel. It's masculine. Let me hear it.
Lequel.
Good. Now, that isn't the answer. So get your American out of your head. You're all like, I've said one foreign word. Work for me. Bring it. Bring it. The goal isn't to remember lequel, laquelle, lesquels. The goal is to add them to the de. What is de and lequel, our first one, going to become?
Duquel.
Good. What is de and laquelle going to become? The same. What is de and lesquels going to become?
Desquel.
And then the plural feminine one is?
Desquel.
Spot on. So off your own back now, I need you to say all of those. De qui, duquel, de laquelle, desquels, desquels. Off you go. All five.
Du qui,
Good.
de laquelle.
You're just guessing the masculine
No.
one first.
Du qui,
Stand still
duquel.
to me. Stand still. Look at me.
Desquels.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I know where you are. I will send someone. I've got friends in every airport in the land. I will have you slapped. I will have you slapped. I will have you slapped. And do you know what I'm going to make them do? I'm going to make them bring a makeup removal wipe and they will force you to the ground and they will pull off your amazing lipstick. I will make them do that in front of all your air hostess friends. I will play that dirty. Listen to me. Du, des, de have different sounds. So we are adding de plus qui, no change. De qui. De plus lequel. We're doing the masculine one first. Duquel. De plus feminine. We're going boy, girl, plural, plural. So duquel has to join because de and le, Tabby, as you know, join. Except people if you had le as a pronoun. I've just seen him, je viens de le voir. But de and le will join if it means de, like in this case. So duquel. The feminine doesn't join. Women are independent. They can stay where they are. De laquelle. Desquels, desquels. So you might like to think de and the qui for human, then a join, then the feminine no join, then two joins. So no join, join, no join, join. No, other way around. No join, that's it. No join, join, no join, join, join. All right. So what's the human one? There's no join. There's no join.
De qui,
Good job. The masculine one, if it's not a human being on this occasion, there's a join.
du qui. Duquel.
Which word is it? Final answer?
Duquel.
Good girl. Because on this occasion, for the grammar that we are doing, we are using lequel. Good. Feminine one, no join. So what's my feminine word for which I've been using? No. You're doing a Sarah. You're presenting smoke screen, tut noises, and oh no, stay focused. Everybody admires concentration. You haven't got to put up a smoke screen of adult noises or any of this stuff at all. What is the word for which that we are using at the moment? A masculine one, a feminine one, and two plural ones. What's the masculine word for which that we're using? Look.
Lequel.
Good job, you. What's the feminine one?
Laquelle.
Good job, you. And all we're doing is putting a de before each of those options. We're popping a de before the qui and a de before the lequel, laquelle, lesquels. That's all we're doing. And you decide whether it joins. I've got a qui. Put a de before it. Let me hear how that's going to sound. Put a de before the qui. Let me hear it again.
De qui.
Good job. I've now got a lequel. Put a de before it. Decide how it's going to sound.
Duquel.
What was your pronunciation of the first syllable there?
Duquel.
You're hiding from me. Let me hear it said properly.
Duquel.
No, you got a d and a lequel, Tabby. What's a d and le gonna become?
Du.
So say that vowel for me. Don't say
Duquel.
duquel, because that's not the vowel I'm hearing. And again,
Duquel.
that's not the vowel I want. Duquel. Let me hear it.
Duquel.
Good job, you. Now I've got laquelle, feminine. I want to hear a d before it. You
Duquel.
decide whether I join or not. De and laquelle. You decide whether I join to say those together.
Duquel.
You're just guessing, Tabby. I'm moving on. I'm sorry, my darling. I've been over the rules. You've got qui for a human being. Lequel, laquelle, laquelle, laquelle. If you took the word the, and I have been over the rules in your session with you today, le joins, lay joins. De and le become du, de and lay become day. So as I have said repeatedly, de qui, duquel, de laquelle, desquel, desquel. Sorry, but we've been over it, my darling. I've got to move on. So when would we use this? We'd use this if we had a de situation that we were reversing and we were using it for the word from. I.e., the girl I received a letter from, the girl from whom? Tabby, she's female, so it'll be the personal one. La fille de qui. The department, a department is masculine. The department Tabitha received a response from, the department from which. So as a compound, de lequel, from which, duquel. The, let me think, the agency, you know, she received a response from which, de laquelle. Fine. The departments from which she received a response, de and lesquels, you know, les départements, desquels. Now, a lot of the time we wouldn't even say this, we just said the department that contacted her. So what you guys have got to get down, and I'm sick of teaching it, and I'm sick of prescribing it as homework, is where do we use lequel? If we've got which phone, which job, which, you know, person, then we're going to use plain old quel, because we're saying which coffee. So if you can hear your noun, quel café. If you don't hear the noun, so for example, the pen with which I write, there's no pen coming after that which. So that will be lequel, laquelle, or lesquels on a gender appropriate level. So that's all it is. And if you've got with which, for which, from which, to which, we've got these 5 options. Human of qui, and then the gender or the plurality of each of the things. Sorry, but I've got to move on. Stay up to date. All right, not being mean, but you know, it's being mean to other people. If you know, you've got to stay up to date, Tabs. Right, I'm coming to Susan. Is your microphone working now? So prescriptively, Tabby, get your ass onto the YouTube and type lequel. Yeah, lequel. So logic language learning lequel. All right, and it will just explain to you why we're using lequel. All right, good. But we've explained in today's session. I don't mind if someone's not done something before, but when they've had it explained to them today. So Susan, are you there? Can I now hear you?
Yes.
Can you come close to the microphone? Good. Push your voice. Remember what I said? We don't want a little weak old voice. We want this gorgeous voice from you. Translate these sentences. The woman I spoke to. The woman I spoke to.
La femme avec qui je parle.
The woman I spoke to.
La femme laquelle.
Stand still. Who lives closest to Susan? Who can go around and smack?
Oh.
Using. Stand up. Using. Right. Step by step. Are we using the preposition a here? So to speak to, parler à. Are we all in agreement that it's parler à? Yes?
Yes.
Good. Step 1. Step 2. Are we in a normal order? Which means verb, object, as in I, or subject, verb, object. So I speak to the woman. Are we in that order? Or are we going the woman I spoke to? In other words, the woman to whom I spoke. Are we going in our normal order or our reversed order? Which one?
The reversed order.
Great. When you reverse, are we all clear what the reverse means? It means that the thing that the verb is doing is said before the verb. I drink the coffee is our standard order. If you wish, it's subject, object. I drink, je bois le café. And the coffee I drink is a switch. All right? And that is the reverse order. When we reverse an a or a de, we have to remember Auntie Lukey's 5-point star because we're reversing the a. If we were replacing the a, we'd use the pronoun e, wouldn't we? Yeah? But we're not replacing it, we're reversing it. You've done this, Susan, to fucking death, my darling, but you have. So, and with multiple tenses and with reflexives. So say for me, just say for me my 5-point star with a.
À qui, à lequel, auquel, non. À qui, à lequel,
Listen, turn up our European brains and realise the pattern that we're not going to go masculine, feminine in both. We're going to go feminine, aren't we? So that we can enjoy our lions and tigers and bears. Off you go. Give me the Auntie Lukey's 5-point star one more time.
À qui, à laquelle, auquel.
Good. I've asked you to learn 3 words basically, haven't I? Good. So now would you say for me, the girl I'm thinking of. No, the girl the girl I spoke to. I spoke to. Off you go. The girl I spoke to.
La femme à qui.
The girl. There's no funny. I don't see that. No one's laughing. Work. It's my job. But we don't laugh at my job. La fille, carry on.
Oui, alors. La fille à qui je parle. J'ai parlé.
Good. And again.
La fille à qui j'ai parlé.
Good. Talking about the same girl. The one I spoke to. Your transition from the object to the subject has not been changed. How you talk about the object has been changed. How you talk about the object has been changed. How would you say the one I spoke to?
Celle à qui je parlais.
I spoke, past tense.
Celle à qui j'ai parlé.
Good. Tia. The one I got rid of, referring to a bag. The one I got rid of, referring to a bag. Should you need the reminder, the verb to get rid of is se débarrasser de. The one I got rid of.
C'est lui dont je me suis débarrassé.
Be careful that it's not c'est lui. Don't confuse celle and celui. All right? And again, no, but yes in idea, but celui. All right?
C'est lui dont je me
Not
suis...
celui, celui.
Celui dont je me suis débarrassé.
Lovely. The students, just say to me, the students.
Les étudiants.
Which ones? Which ones?
Lesquels.
Those I got rid of.
Ce que je me suis...
You're going to have a favorite, all of you. You're going to like linking celui, celle, ce, whatever with other stuff. It doesn't choose the linky word. You have to choose linky word. All right, off you go. The one I got rid of.
Sorry, the one
Sorry, apologies. The ones, the student, those I got rid of. Those I got rid of for the students.
Ce dont je me suis débarrassé.
Good. Can you, Auntie Tia, use a que if your verb uses a de?
No.
No. What colour would this be if it uses a de? What are we trying to teach? Red.
Red.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Good. The one I would have remembered, imagine it was talking about something masculine. The one I would have remembered.
Celui dont je me serais souvenu.
Souvenu. Good. Lovely. Good. Good. Tia, begin. You're right, Luke. We've already done this work several times. You're right, Luke. We've already done this work several times.
Luc, tu as raison. On a fait ce genre de travail plusieurs fois. Déjà plusieurs.
You deserve better. You shouldn't have to do it for the umpteenth time. Tia, I'm not being remotely patronizing. Your English is a work of art. I'm not sure. Are you familiar with the expression the umpteenth time? Yeah. Yeah. You might go, yes, Luke, I know it in English. I don't know it in French. Any idea what it is in French? NEM. Yeah, so like, oh God, it's the umpteenth time we've done this. You know, how many times have we done this? Okay, so for me, Luke, you're right. So for me, Luke, you deserve better. You shouldn't have to do it for the umpteenth time.
Luc, tu aimes.
Tu mérites mieux. You deserve better.
Luc, tu mérites mieux. Tu ne devrais pas faire.
You shouldn't have to do it.
Tu ne devrais pas faire le même travail.
Tu ne devrais pas le faire pour l'énième fois.
Tu ne devrais pas le faire.
Devrait ou devrait?
Devrait.
Yep, okay. We should have paid attention after you explained it to us the first time. We should have paid attention and gave videos. We should have, for 10, 12 bucks an hour. Off you go. We should have paid attention after you explained it to us the first time.
On aurait dû faire attention après la première fois.
No, don't be lazy. We should have paid attention after you explained it to us the first time.
On aurait dû faire attention après tu nous l'avais.
What happens with après when it's a different person?
Subjonctif.
No.
No.
What comes after après when it's a different person? What word? Après.
Après que.
Is that subjunctive?
No.
No. Does half of young France think it's subjunctive? Yes. Off you go. After you go. And what do we know about que people? It's got to be quick. It's not a quick word, which is one of the reasons I despise you all sitting, having a rest on it between two clauses. Alors moi, je suis content que is quick. Be it maintenant que, pourvu que, aussitôt que, tant que, whatever. Yeah, que is quick. We don't spend time on que. Off you go. So go again. After you explained it to us. After you explained it to us.
Après que tu nous l'as expliqué.
Lovely, now go faster. On aurait dû faire attention. Whatever, we should, what did I say? We should remember it. Oh, let's do that. We should have remembered it. We should have remembered it after you explained it to us the first time. Using en.
On. On.
I've
On
made you wait
serait,
while we do lequel ad infinitum. I've got to work the girl. I've got to work the girl. Off you go. We should have remembered it.
on se serait,
We should. Now, the brain, now you're obviously coming from Finnish into English into French, which in itself is fucking amazing. But the fact is, would and should and could are not the same creature. Yeah? When you're not in French, pardon me interrupting, when you're not in English and you're thinking the vibes of this, so this is the kind of colour you should be giving it in your brain. Would is a tense, 2 tenses. Should and could is kind of like a shade. It's a colour of light. It's got that obligation feeling or that possibility feeling. Yeah, that's what would versus should and could is going to do. So would, there's just literally the tenses to play with. Should, it's got that obligation feeling. Could, it's got that possibility feeling. So you need to be bringing in other verbs to manifest that. All right. So we should have remembered it after you told us it the first time. You're going to be demonstrating it differently with both of these clauses. Off you go.
on aurait dû s'en souvenir.
Yes, notice what she's done. She's used en for we, would have, had to, on aurait dû, we should have. We're using the reflexive verb to remember with the se, because that's what we do when we use on for we. We don't use nous souvenons, or nous aurions dû nous en souvenir. On aurait dû s'en souvenir. Let's be honest. Let's just compare vocally. On aurait dû s'en souvenir. Nous aurions dû nous en souvenir. Which would you say given the choice? What do you think France says given the choice? Ouais, on aurait dû s'en souvenir. Good. After you explained it to us the first time.
Après que tu nous l'as expliqué la première fois.
All the way through. Après que tu nous l'as expliqué. Yeah, up you go.
Après que tu nous l'as
No, no pause. No, not being funny, but this is the same as lequel, laquelle, lesquels for other people. You make it happen. Après que tu nous l'as... So just build it up. Say for me. You explained it. Just say for me. Tu l'as expliqué. Tu l'as expliqué.
Tu l'as expliqué.
Lovely push through. Tu l'as expliqué.
Tu l'as expliqué.
Now say tu nous l'as expliqué.
Tu l'as expliqué.
Tu nous l'as expliqué.
Tu nous l'as expliqué.
Now your brain is used to tu nous as, aren't you? Because when you've got an auxiliary, tu nous as, il nous a, vous nous avez, ils nous ont. Most of the time that you are going to place a nous with an auxiliary after it, apart from the reflexive nous sommes, you're used to linking yes, but if you, or even nous en, you're used to linking. But nous and a le is going to cancel any liaison there, and the mouth goes, I don't like this. So say for me, tu nous l'as expliqué. And you think you're missing a ze, don't you? Say for me, tu nous l'as expliqué.
Tu nous l'as expliqué.
Lovely. Après que tu nous l'as expliqué. Après que gives me a normal sentence, unless you're going in the future, people, in which case you'll use the future past. So, like, after you leave, après que tu seras parti. We will use the future anterior for the for après que in the future, but that's another lesson. Or just go on après que as the video and you'll find that. All right. But what I'm saying is, après que and avant que, it's normal sentence structure, even if it's subjunctive in the avant que. Après que tu nous l'as expliqué. Sing it through.
Après que tu nous l'as expliqué.
That's with a pause. I'm not liking it.
Après que tu nous l'as expliqué.
Good. Let me take a recap, people. If we're pointing at things, the one or the people, it's going to have a C. This boy, ce garçon. This man, cet homme. This woman, cette femme. These children, ces enfants. If I'm referring to them, but not saying what they are, there are two things today that feel similar. For example, if I say, which coffee? The one you drank. The one is referring to the coffee. Or the coffee you entered the kitchen with. The coffee with which you entered the kitchen. That again is another way of demonstrating the coffee without saying the word coffee. But they're not the same, are they? Because the one is pointing. The one, you know, whatever. Celui, celle, ce, celle. The one you entered the coffee, the kitchen with, whatever. Notice you can use them both. Yeah, which pen? The one with which you sign the contract. You can do both. You need to do both. With which is what Tabby's not getting, is the fact that you need to use the word lequel, laquelle, or lesquels, spelt differently, if you're using the word which after a preposition. With which, for which, by which, from which, up which, to which, all of this crap. Let's be frank as well, we don't always do that in English. It's a higher register. The pen I signed the contract with is 25 times more common than the pen with which. But you all understand when I say after a preposition. Let me spell this out for you. A preposition is by, to, from, under, with, on top of, behind, you know. Great positions. All of which, they're all prepositions. They're in a position pre, the noun. So under which, sous lequel. So when you say on top of which, under which, from which, to which, your which is referring to fucking something. You can't say the pen with which. What does the which mean? It's an echo of the pen. It's an echo of the pen. The pen with which, it's an echo of the pen. It needs to have a gender. So another trick for this is to think quel or lequel needs a gender. And you need to know what you're talking about with quel. The only time you're going to have quel, really, for you guys, is when you are saying the noun after it or a couple of words later. So say for me, Susan, what is your favourite colour? Colour is feminine, Luke. How do you say what is your favourite colour?
Quel est ton...
Good. Notice she's safe to use quel, even though she hasn't said quelle couleur, because the noun of colour is coming up in a minute afterwards. So she can say quel. So say for me again, Susan, what is your favourite colour? Colour is feminine. What is your favourite colour?
Quelle est la couleur favorite?
Yeah, or quelle est ta couleur préférée? Yeah?
Ta couleur favorite.
Say for me, quelle est ta couleur préférée?
Quelle est la couleur
What is your favourite?
Quelle est ta couleur favorite?
Listen. Quelle est ta couleur préférée? Copy.
Tu es la couleur...
No, listen. We'll go and get them syringed. Quelle est ta couleur préférée? Quelle est ta couleur préférée?
Quelle est ta couleur préférée?
Good, Susan. Don't listen to words. Listen to the blur. Tabitha, do for me. What is your favourite restaurant? Restaurant is masculine. What is your favourite restaurant?
Quel est favorite?
No. Learn to listen. Pause. We learn from each other. Susan, go back. Say for me, what is your favourite colour? Tabitha, listen for the structure. We spot patterns as linguists. Off you go. What is your favourite colour? Off you go.
Quelle est ta favorite?
No. Give Tabitha something she can copy.
Quelle est ta couleur favorite?
What I told you to use for favourite? What word did I tell you?
Oh, préféré.
No, yes, préféré. Why, people, do you think I prefer préféré for the students? Because it's the same either way. Préféré with an E, it sounds the bloody same. We don't need to know favori or favorite, do we? There's no gender choice. Notice, people, préférer as opposed to préfère, the verb. Je préfère. Acute, grave. Préparer, acute. So, Tabitha, we had quelle est ta couleur préférée? Because préféré is an adjective and it goes on the end. Tabitha, could you say what is your favourite restaurant? Restaurant is masculine. What is your favourite restaurant?
Quel est votre restaurant préféré?
Good. Or if you're speaking to me, who you don't owe any particular respect to, speak to as a friend, what word are you going to use for yours?
Ta?
I've just told you the
Tone, because
gender.
restaurant is masculine. Tone. ton?
Go on then.
Quel est ton restaurant préféré?
Good. Now, Tabby, let's assume we now just want to say which restaurant. So I've got the noun present. The noun is still present, Tabby. Would you now please say for me which restaurant? In 2 words, which restaurant?
Qui restaurant?
Which restaurant? We've just been over it. What's the word for which?
Quel restaurant?
Because the noun is present, calling all cars, because the said word restaurant is coming up. Are we all clear? Yeah?
Oui.
Quel, because it's got the word restaurant. Now, Tabitha, if I said which one, which ain't gonna involve the word restaurant, we all know that we're talking about a restaurant. When you say which one? Oh, the one in the mall, which you're going on the left hand side. We can get loads of Mexican for free, whatever. How am I going to say which one? Speaking about a masculine restaurant. We've done this word already today. We did it in its second usage, which is when it comes after a preposition. But what is the other similar word for which that we're going to use if we're talking about a masculine? Does that ring any bells, Tabby? Masculine, feminine, plural, when we're talking about which? How are you going to say which one?
Duquel?
Which one? Go back to my 5-point star. Avec qui? Avec le, what was the other one? Right, look at Auntie Lukey. Because she's going to go cray-cray, because you bitches don't listen. She's going to lose it in a fucking minute. Listen. Lequel. So I'm just going to say lequel. When I refer to lequel, are we all agreed I'm meaning possibility of lequel, laquelle, lesquels, and lesquels? Can we all just agree that when I say lequel, L-E-Q-U-E-L, that I mean those 4? Are we all in agreement on that? Yeah? Okay. So can you just say yes? Do you all get that I'm saying that? Yeah?
Oui.
Right.
Yes.
If I've got the noun present, Tabby, that means I'm saying the name of the object. Which city? Quelle ville? Which boy? Quel garçon? Which man? Quel homme? Which way? Quelle manière? Quelle façon? If I'm saying which one or which ones, I'm not saying the noun. Are we all in agreement that I'm not saying the noun? Yes? Yeah? Do we all agree? Tabby, do you follow me when I say we're not saying the noun word? Yes?
Oui.
But I'm thinking of it. Yeah? If you come around my house and you say, Lukey, would you just be a darling? Would you just pass me my bag? And you've got 2 bags. And I say, which one? We know from either the situation or from the words that you've just said that you are talking about a bag when you say which one. Are you in agreement? Yes? So when we say the word which, but we're not following it with a noun, we need to put the word the before it. And as I've told you today, the main 2 usages of lequel and its friends are either A, on its own to mean which one, as a question. So usage 1, on its own as a question. Lequel, laquelle, lesquels. And this can be about humans too. That is usage 1. Usage 2, as I keep saying, after a preposition, which if you have a or de, means remember Auntie Lukey's 5-point star. So Tabitha, I'm going to ask you some questions and you're going to tell me, depending whether or not the noun is present. So which portable, the word for mobile, how would you say which phone? How are you going to say which phone? So I want to hear the word for portable. How am I going to say which phone?
Quel portable?
Gorgeous. It's masculine. How would I say which one?
Lequel?
It's that fucking simple. Tabby, how would I say which shop? Which is basically easy as fuck for you to remember. How does which shop?
Quel magasin?
Gorgeous. If you said which one, I'm on the flight to Seattle, okay, and there's two, okay. Flight is masculine. Flight is masculine. How would I say which one?
Quel vol?
Which one? I'm not saying the word flight. Listen,
lequel.
that's it. So what you bitches all forget is that you're thinking of the word flight. You're thinking of the word flight when you're saying this. You're thinking, oh yeah, which one? Flight. But you're not getting to say the word flight, are you? All right. Good. Got to move on. Lovely. Brendan. Luke. I understand why you need coffee. We're stupid. Luke, I understand why you need coffee. We're stupid.
Luc, j'ai compris pourquoi.
Tense. I understand.
Oh, oui. Oui. Luc, je comprends pourquoi pourquoi il te faut de café.
What's going to come after il te faut du café? Yeah?
Il te faut du café.
Du café. We often say je comprends la raison pour laquelle. La raison pour laquelle. The reason for which. Je comprends la raison pour laquelle. You can say pourquoi, but yeah. Lovely. What's we're stupid? On est
bêtise. No.
On est con. On est con.
On est con.
Okay. Lovely. I have understood that there are two. Now, I understand the ways we use these words. Laquelle. I understand the ways we use these words. Be careful, or I will have high blood pressure, which is a miracle because my systolic, diastolic is quite low normally. So I understand the ways. Before we go any further, remember, I know where you live. I know what your other half looks like. I'm trained in various arts of torture. As you can see, it'd be a shame for something to happen to him, wouldn't it? What is the preposition we use after or in connection with the word way? We've done this loads. Thank you. What is, unless we're fucking around with the from, that we're not here, what is a reversed de, Bren?
On.
Wake up! A reversed de, not a swapped de. Thank you. Can everybody, for a technical reason, or just go like that to the camera? Brendan, what is a reversed de?
Don.
Season. What is it?
Don.
And again, Brendan, what's a reversed de? Good boy.
Don.
Good man. Does don here get spelt D-O-N-T or D-A-N-S? If it's a reversed de, which one is it?
It's D-O-N-T.
Isn't it, Brendan? Well done, my darling. When you hear the word don floating around with a word, can you see why you'd be tempted to keep thinking it might be the other one? Yes, but it's not, is it? So how would you say the way we speak?
La manière dont... Oh, God.
Yes.
La manière dont on parle.
Dont on parle. Good.
Dont on parle.
Say for me, we speak in an amusing way. We speak in an amusing way. Brendan, which preposition do we use with the word manière and façon?
De.
And we're going the normal route or route for our American friends, the normal route, and then we're ending with the object. So when we do that, we've got a de. There are multiple ways. No, Luke, shut up. There are two ways to go via the de into this. There are two ways. I've taught you them both. So say for me, we speak in a funny way. How are you going to say that?
On parle dans une manière de mise en...
Excuse me. Which preposition did you just tell me? Which preposition do we use with way?
With way, manière de, but I was thinking of the in.
No. That is what I said. Just answer my question. Which preposition? You're not wrong. You're not far wrong. Which preposition do we use with manière and façon? Which preposition?
De.
Thank you. I also told you that a reversed de is a don. But are we reversing it? I even went to the trouble. You all think I'm really mean. I went to the trouble of saying we are speaking in an amusing way. And I even told you that the object, which has been represented in today's class by this Costa coffee cup, decaf, because good God, you don't deserve me on caffeine. So if I said we speak in an amusing way, am I doing a normal run or a reversed run in your opinion?
A normal run.
A normal run. So one might like to think if your verb, which is connected to the façon, is on the left, it's going to be verb to do with façon and manière de, then your word façon or manière. If your verb to do with façon and manière is on the right of façon and manière, as in the way we speak, that will be a don in the middle. Agreed? But being more advanced, often I really like the way, ooh, your brain goes, oh, hang on, I've got a bloody verb over there before the word way. I thought that means if it goes verb into way, we go with the de. But are we on about, I like the way, was it I like the way you speak? So, j'aime la façon dont tu parles. Do you get the dilemma? Yes? No, you don't.
No,
right.
I don't.
So don't lie.
I know, I'm sorry.
Don't start imitating my bloody Sarah. Don't, do you know what I mean? I'm fond of you all, but don't fucking, am I trying to people please you or am I trying to work my ass off to get French into you? Don't people please me because it just lies. It's just lies. Just say no, Luke, I don't get it. Right. When we use the word way, predominantly, it's going to be with a verb. I'm not saying you can't say my way, ma façon, whatever, you know, or anyway, de toute façon, but it's generally going to be, notice it's feminine, it's generally going to be with a verb, isn't it? Susan, according to her website, did it in a filthy way. Okay, whatever. The fact is, we are using way with a verb. Are we all so far up? You know, Tabitha did it in a stylish way. She took off her flight coat and put on a little foulard, and she tied it in a nice way. Are we agreeing then that there's a verb accompanying way, Brendan?
Yes. After the de.
We're doing something in a nice way. We're eating something in a nice way. We're, you know, whatever. We're saying something in a mean way. Agreed that there's a verb with the way at the moment, yes? Yes?
Yes, yes.
I can see doubt. Do you get that we're using a verb with the way at the moment, Bren?
Yes.
Right?
After the de.
No, don't worry about it at the moment. I can tell your head's on that already. Just listen to the English. I can tell your head's on that. Just stay with me step by step. Right. What's your lovely other half's name? What's his name?
Damien.
Damien. Okay. Oh, good, great, lovely. Son of the devil. Marvelous name. Brilliant. Right. So, oh, Damien did it in a really funny way. Oh my God, he left me a note. It made me laugh. Bless his heart. Or, you know, are you engaged? Are you proposed? Are you anything? Are you pacted in France? Are you whatever? You know? Say he asked you in a nice way or something like this, all right? So he asked in a nice way. He said it in a rude way. He whatever. So are you in agreement that in English we're going to use way with a verb? Yeah.
Yeah.
Forget the French at the moment. Are we agreeing that we're doing something in a way? Are we agreed with the fact that we need a verb for this? Yes.
So the verb will be said in that sentence.
No. I don't need you to think of the French. I just need you. Do you acknowledge that if we're using the word way in a sentence, where we're going to have the difficulty to think is when we're talking about attaching way to a verb? Do you acknowledge that the fact that there's this verb stuff to play with? That's all I need so far. Yes, on that. Do you get that we're using a verb with way? Yes?
I don't quite understand that. No.
Okay, Brendan, say for me, Luke said it in a funny way. In English, just say Luke said it in a funny way.
Luke said it in a funny way.
Do you notice the presence of the word said, which is a verb?
Yes.
Right. Luke Luke massaged my shoulders. He did it in a nice way. Do you notice the presence of the word massage?
Yes, yes.
Right. So do you get that it's, you know, do you get that it's going to involve a verb? Yes. Right.
Yes.
Now, if the verb referring to the way is on the left-hand side, I never visualize. This is for you bitches. If the verb referring to the way is on the left-hand side of the word way, are we in agreement that that's our kind of normal sentence structure? Subject, verb, object. Are you in agreement with that, Brendan?
Yes.
And in our normal run of a read sentence, what is our preposition? It's going to be duh. Agreed?
Yes. Yes.
So if I said Brendan does it, you know, in a, you know, whatever, an interesting way, Brendan le fait, duh. Now, this is where we now have a choice. You either go de manière or d'une manière. You are welcome to have de plus an une. I personally, in my own speech, say de manière, but I tend to teach d'une manière more for the obvious reason that it sounds further away for those of you that like to ignore vowels, despite other talents, yeah, than don, D-A-N-S. So just say for me, de manière, d'une manière. Just say that for me, de manière, d'une manière.
De manière, d'une manière.
It doesn't matter. Either way, there's a de there, isn't there? Yes, Brendan?
Yeah.
What gender have we discovered is manière going to be? Feminine. So could you just say both of them for me, de manière intéressante?
De manière.
So just do me the de and the do. Do me the de and the do.
De manière intéressante.
Excuse me. Is my Sarah still there? Sarah, would you say the word interesting for me, please? In a feminine way, but would you say interesting?
Intéressant.
That is someone who's been bollocked on vowels. Brendan, say for me the word interesting.
Intéressant.
Now make it feminine.
Intéressante.
Anne. I'm about to do something, you're about to go, fuck me, Luke, you do this every week. Would you say the word wine for me, Brendan?
Vin.
Which wasn't even accepted, but it was good. Lovely. Right. So, can you see why I want a week off for my birthday, by the way? Right. So, could you please say for me, in an amusing way, do both versions, de and do. Say for me in an amusing way.
De manière amusante.
Or d'une manière.
D'une manière amusante.
Good. We could do façon as well, but we're using manière at the moment because Christ, we don't know over whatever, egg the pudding, right? So, are we clear that we can have de or d'une plus manière plus the adjective? Yes? Right?
Yes.
So say with me, Brendan, he does it in a sensual way. Sensuel. He does it in a sensual way. Luke slaps me when I fuck up, but he does it in a very sensual way. So he does it in a sensual way. Off you go. Let's be clear, people. No one is prohibiting you from the use of adverbs. No one is saying that you can't say he does it in a weird way, that you can't say il le fait bizarrement or c'était bizarre. Sa façon, you know, de le faire, or, you know, but it's only if you say it was weird, you know, no one's saying that you can't word these things other ways, but say for me, it was weird. No, he does it in a sensual way. I think.
Il a fait.
He does it present tense, feminine, isn't here. He does it is masculine. He does it present tense.
Il le fait d'une manière sensuelle.
Lovely. No, we can't have in a sensually way, in a sensual way. We can't have both. And again, stick with d'une manière, it suits you. Stick with d'une manière, it suits you. I forget, he does it in a sensual way.
Il le fait d'une manière.
Present tense, he does it in a sensual way. Go on.
Il le fait d'une manière sensuelle.
We're on the 5th, 6th time, Brendan. I think we can manage manière with a r on the end, and we can manage it at faster speed. Go on, last sentence, go on. Hurry the shit up and listen to me.
Il le fait
Am I going to
d'une
call you
manière
Sarah?
sensuelle.
Excuse me. We're on attempt number 7, and I'm still getting il l'a fait. Sort your shit out.
Il le fait d'une manière
Hurry up. Hurry up, boy. Hurry up.
Il le fait de manière sensuelle.
No, there you go. As I was saying to Sarah earlier, you've got to go blurred, otherwise you won't learn it. What goes in the blur is what the true indication is. Hurry the shit up. Speak to me in a normal speak. Il le fait d'une manière sensuelle. Hurry up, I'm bored.
Il le fait de manière sensuelle.
We've got in la fait.
Il le fait de manière sensuelle.
We've now got done manière, we haven't got feminine.
Il a fait d'une
No, we've now
manière.
got that phase. See what I mean? I'm bored. Denise, say for me, he does it for me in an essential way. Vowel appropriate.
Il a fait d'une
He
manière.
does it, people. Present tense, he does it. He does. Present tense, he does it.
Il le fait d'une manière sensuelle.
Now faster.
Il le fait d'une manière sensuelle.
Tight to mouth, palate down, on the tongue, even faster. Il le fait d'une manière sensuelle.
Il le fait d'une manière sensuelle.
All the way through, chest push, mouth closed.
Il le fait d'une manière sensuelle.
But I want to understand French people. I don't understand them. They're all just a blur. They're all so mean. That's what everybody says. I'm giving you guys the keys to the door. Do what I'm telling you. Lovely. Now, Denise, say for me, the way he did it, no, he does it, essential. The way he does it, essential. In this arrangement, Auntie Denise, the way he does it is the verb that we are talking about with way before or after the way?
It's after.
Are we therefore going to use our friend de, or are we going to use our reversed friend
Don't.
Off you go.
La façon dont il le fait.
Is gorgeous. No, notice people, we switch to façon. It's no problem. We can use façon de manière. Good. Are we clear? Now, let's just suppose, I don't know why, but the phone all of a sudden has become the symbol of a subject doing the verb. So let's just suppose that we had, I remember, no, let's not over-egg the pudding straight away. Let's say, I like the way he does it, which seems a perfectly normal sentence to say. Yeah? So your brains might go, there's a verb to the left of I like, the way, but it's not the verb. Hang on, that's reflecting in an annoying way. It's not, look at you, you can see yourselves in the reflection. It's not, do you know why? Because I alcohol wipe my phone every day. That verb isn't the verb that's talking about the way, is it? It's saying, I like the way you do some shit. Do you understand what I'm saying? So how would you say for me, Auntie Denise, I like the way you, I like the way you work, Luke. Which, to be honest, in normal French would be ta façon de travailler. But I like the way you work, Luke.
J'aime la façon dont tu travailles.
That's it. That is all it is. Susan, Luke works in an interesting way. Luke works in an interesting way. Decide if it's normal route or background route. Off you go, Luke works in an interesting way.
Luke travaille.
I can't hear you, my darling, I can't hear you.
Luc travaille de manière intéressante.
Pronounce the word which begins with M.
Manière.
Pronounce the word which begins with M, as I say to Sarah, with your palate dropped, not giving a shit in the mouth. It shouldn't be manière. Your body is not going to remember anything difficult. Manière. Throw it the fuck away. Manière. Go on.
Manière.
When we throw it away, don't homogenize the vowels. Don't go manière. Manière. We're still going to stick to our vowels, but we're just going soft. Manière.
Manière.
Good. The way Luke works is interesting.
Le manier dont...
Bullshit. You've now just gone back to mon and you've gone back to yay, not yeah. I'm not being mean, but would you meet me more than halfway there?
La manière dont Luc travaille.
That's it. Now close the teeth, and when you go over any right, let me explain to you. It will involve a system of increased coffees, but when someone gets up to a certain point in my normal teaching individually, I normally forward other people's classes to them from within the group. So for example, if I do a private with somebody, I'm happy to send those privates. I'm happy to put my privates online. So I'm not actually, but the point is, I'm happy to do that. You can buy me a fucking coffee, but I'm more than happy to do that. I'm more than happy to say, here you go, guys. Here is an hour with somebody at an equivalent level. I think this would be good for you, Tia. I think this would be good for you. This, whatever. I'm more than happy to send people this kind of stuff. But there's no point in me doing that if you're not going to listen and you're not going to practice stuff in a joined up way. There's just no point in me doing it. Okay. So I know you think I'm being a little boring little bitch, but I've said some of these things tonight. I know, Luke, but it's hard. Concentrate more. Concentrate more. If a pilot that works with Tabby doesn't concentrate, people are dead. Do your damn jobs. French is your job. Yeah? Do your job properly. Don't be, well, I'm sort of in the area, that'll do. There's far too much slackness going on. There's far too much, oh, we're close, but we're not near. Pay attention. And if it's something I've taught in the same lesson, all right? So, Susan, no, we've just done one, Tia. Well, anyway. What's the little expression? Well, anyway. De toute façon.
De toute façon.
Listen to the vowel I said. Why don't you like it? Because it was said quickly. I told it to you in French. I'm not going to give it to you in English, then have you say it and then ask you to pop a French accent on it. I told it to you in French. Here it is in French. De toute façon.
De toute façon.
Thank you. Lovely. Off you go, Tia. The people I tend, in fact, there's no tend, I always work with them, but we'll just go. So the people I work with at 7:30 have just told me that they're late. Susie and Paul, lovely Susie and lovely Paul. So the people I work with at 7:30 have just told me that they're late.
Les personnes avec qui je travaille
19h30.
19h30 viennent de me dire que qu'ils vont être en retard.
Now, I could now ask you to go again and smooth that out, and we'd go, well done, Tia, well done, well done. We've got to be smooth from the start, even if that means slowing down. You know, and I heard it from Brenda at the beginning. I said, that's lovely. We work in that way. We find in that way. Bree, your go. Normally they're supposed to arrive at 7:30. Similar sentence. Normally they're supposed to arrive at 7:30. Supposed to, Bree's going to involve that word censé. Yeah. So normally they're supposed to arrive at 7:30. Close your mouth.
Normalement, ils sont censés
They are. So be careful. This has got nothing to do with the French. If you say a word in French where you feel that you're repeating the vowel or the noun or the consonant, your brain thinks you said it twice. What's they are? Just they are.
ils sont.
Nice. No, that was Brie. Give me the twang. Ils sont. Animal noise. Ils sont.
Ils sont.
Send it forward. Ils sont. Be animal. Ils sont.
Normalement, ils sont.
No. Normalement.
Normalement, ils sont
Censé?
Normalement, ils sont censés arriver à, what was the time?
19h30.
19h30.
Good. Now go again, Brie, and be an animal. I don't mean this at all rudely to any of you. For the moment, French feels foreign. It should feel, I want it to feel inhuman. Normalement, ils sont censés arriver à 19h30. Ouais, normalement, ils sont censés arriver à 19h30. Do that for me, Brie.
Normalement, ils sont censés
Good.
arriver
So,
à...
guys, can you hear that Brie has got the bottom one down very nicely? Get the top one down. Do you remember I say certain people have certain, Tia, when I first heard her voice at the very first class, I said, ooh, nice twang here. Make sure this one's as strong. It's not about even the note of the voice. It's not like a lower voice or a high voice. Just you like the twang, which is gorgeous on a woman. But make sure we get this, make sure that twang comes out as well. For want of a better word, this is going to be as much as this. Alors, normalement, and this, Brie, and this is the thing you need to work on, because you've got nice vowels individually, slide between them all. It could go up, it could go down as many times as you want in the sentence. Normalement, ils sont censés, and this is why the mouth stays closed, because if you went normalement, no, mouth closed, normalement, ils sont censés commencer à 19h30. Oh, did I say commencer arriver? Normalement, ils sont censés arriver à 19h30.
Normalement, ils sont censés arriver à 19h30.
Say for me, just say ill. Say Luke, this week, say Luke's ill. Say ill. In English, just say ill.
Ill.
Right. Say for me, Luke is ill, which obviously sounds fucked up, but just say for me, Luke is ill, and be aware that you're popping this twang in it.
Ill.
Lovely.
Luke is ill.
That's it. Can we all hear that? Yeah. Now pull back from the microphone and send ill to the microphone. Ill.
Ill. Ill.
Now, good. Now, do you remember when we first started? I said, don't shank a bitch. Don't go. Yeah, all of you. Hold it on. Ill. Go on.
Ill.
Good, but can you see that's now gone to the softness of the throat? With Sarah, I was like, stay on the vowel for 6 seconds. Just to feel the vibration. Second, ill.
Ill.
Good, so you've got to practice having the twang sustained, because you guys get the twang as a punch, 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 and we can't punch because we need to join. So, ils sont censés arriver à 19h30. Oui, alors, ouais, ils étaient censés. This is hon quite sound. Lovely. Good, one more for me, Brie. Paul, he's a nice guy. He's a lawyer. Paul, he's a nice guy. He's a lawyer.
Paul est un mec très gentil, mais...
There's no but. I didn't mean as in he's a nice guy, but he's actually a lawyer. He's the son of a
C'est un avocat.
Lovely, well done. What did we use? Tabby, let's just check people are listening. What did we say before un avocat? What words did we say before he? What word did we? Lawyer. Brie, would you care to say it again? Would you just say he's a nice guy, he's a lawyer?
Paul est un mec très gentil, c'est un avocat.
Yeah, but can we hear that we're going into vocal fry?
Yeah.
Oh, he said the hon, hi, hon. I have people I work with. J'ai les gens avec qui je travaille, to use the 5-point star with whom, where I literally make them go hon, hi, hon before every sentence. I literally make them go hon, hi, hon. And I say, if your sentence don't contain freaking hon, hi, hon as a vowel thing, you ain't in French. All right? You are just not in French. So say for me, just say for me, hon, hi, hon.
Hon, hi, hon.
Push it forward, don't hide back. Hon,
Hon,
hi,
hon.
hon. That's it. Lovely.
Hon,
Now
hon.
give me a French sentence. So say for me again for Tabitha's benefit. So he's a nice guy.
Paul est un mec très gentil, c'est un avocat.
Good. What did we have then, Tabby, before un avocat? What words did we hear? Did you catch it or not? We had c'est un avocat. He's a lawyer. All right. Why didn't we say il est? Because we're introducing a noun. We're introducing a noun. C'est un avocat. Good. One more from everybody, then we go. Let's up our damn level, shall we? Let's work like bitches so that we can focus on the summer. Let's get good and let's not have to go over the same crap again and again. Agreed? Deal? Pact? Yeah, a Faustian pact, no doubt with me. Good. Brendan. No, who's not done one? Tia. Luke. Before coming to Besançon, we're going to visit Brendan to pick him up. Before going to Besançon, we're going to visit Brendan to pick him up.
Luc, avant de... Pardon. Luc, avant d'arriver à Besançon...
Pause. Where's the Spanish come from? Why aren't we linking de and arriver?
Luc, avant
Let me tell you something else. If you're pushing forward enough from this muscle, you would link naturally anyway. Yeah? Go on.
Luc, avant d'arriver à Besançon...
No, there's still a d'arriver. D'arriver.
D'arriver? Non.
Yes.
Avant d'arriver à Besançon, on va aller...
No, don't go round. I want the verb to visit a person. What's the verb to visit a person?
On va voir Brandon.
It's a go round. I didn't want to go round. I know you can go round. You're a smart cookie. What's to visit a person? What's the verb?
Rendre visite.
Good. Are we A, going to baiser Brendan? B, are we going to tuer Brendan? Possibly. Haven't worked out the order yet. Or 3, are we going to rendre visite à?
On va rendre visite à Brandon.
Good. Can you now say for me we're going to visit him?
On va lui rendre visite.
Can I hear lui cleanly? No. Go again.
On va lui rendre visite.
Good. Can we now remember that we don't need to say on va lui rendre visite just to make the vowels sing? The vowels can go en EI with no mouth. Oui, alors on va lui rendre visite. We don't need to say on va lui rendre visite. It's nice on occasion to have some, you know, clarity. Oui, monsieur, mais oui, en fait, on va lui rendre visite. Il habite juste là. C'est notre ami de l'Angleterre. Il a dû quitter l'Angleterre parce que personne ne l'aimait en Angleterre. C'était un mec qui avait aucune popularité. C'était vraiment une personne dégueulasse. Il a dû quitter l'Angleterre, malheureusement. Voilà, mais maintenant, il habite en France. Il n'a pas d'amis. C'est un monsieur très seul, très solitaire, sans amitié. Good. Well done. Translate that if you will. But rendre visite à quelqu'un. Lovely. So on va rendre visite à Brandon avant. And how would you say it before picking him up? Récupérer. Yeah, récupérer. On va aller le chercher, on va aller le récupérer. Le récupérer. Brie, save me. Le récupérer.
Le récupérer.
Lovely. Now, don't let that get in the way. We're not speaking Klingon. I'm not a member of the Klingon High Council. Save me. Le récupérer. Smoke. Le récupérer.
Le récupérer.
Yes, but we don't want le oui, alors le récupérer.
Le récupérer.
Right, I'm going to end and I'm going to give you all a little thing that I normally give my advanced people. So this was in the other class. In some ways, in terms of exposure, they are more advanced. In other ways, they are well under practiced. But then I didn't think I'd have to teach LogicLanguagearning to this lot today. I was only saying to them, my other group, who started from the beginning, are further ahead than you, and then we had the LogicLanguagearning fiasco. You're welcome to come, you know, if you want to come to that group, any of you, but you'll be pushed to the appropriate level. You are welcome to come. It is in an hour. It starts at 8:30. WhatsApp me, say, yes, I would like to come. I'll need another tenner off you, but basically you're welcome to come. Tia, I very much strongly recommend it. Do you know what I mean? Whatever. But the fact is, you're all welcome to come. I do push in that group. Do you know what I mean? But what I would say is, a trick I've given them. So when we first got going, we learned vowel journey. So vowel journey, to remind you, is when we take the vowel and we sing in a line. So, on vient de faire un cours avec Luc, en un ER, un OU, un AU. And we should remain faithful to the vowel we're using and learn to say words without the consonants, which is incredibly useful because it gets you used to speaking to people who don't articulate. Now, that's not being critical of anybody in French. We just don't. We don't tend to say stuff in that way. We don't say, j'ai mangé une pizza avec mon ami Luc. We say, ouais, alors j'ai mangé une pizza avec mon ami Luc. Do you get what I'm referring to? So the vowel journey of that would be, et on, et eu, ya, et on, et eu. And you have to be vowel accurate. You can't go, ja, 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 ja. Consonant journey is much more advanced. So a nice way to start practicing is to start at the beginning of the alphabet and go through the consonants. That means the non-vowels. Small as you can. Yeah, you're not saying b, 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 because that is giving a vowel. That is giving a vowel to the consonant. So it's almost silent. Like, do you get what I'm referring to? Yeah. So say you had a sentence like, I've just spoken with him, Brendan. So je viens de parler avec Brendan. So firstly, get it into beats, smaller beats. Je viens de parler avec Brendan. And then get it to consonants. So everything that we normally wouldn't do. Then consonant cluster that sentence. And see how quickly you can put those consonants together. Then keep the consonants in exactly that position of tightness and then add your vowel over the top. Oui, alors je viens de parler avec Brendan, and that's what gets you the speed. So if I said to you, for example, he had said it to me, il me l'avait dit, il me l'avait dit, you know, say we said he's gotten himself out of it, on s'en est bien sorti. So my version is small consonants, big vowels. Lui, alors on s'en est bien sorti. So you could go on s'en est bien sorti, on s'en est bien sorti, on s'en est bien sorti. And that gets you used to doing this the consonants. Lui, alors on s'en est bien sorti. Because even if you're clear in French, you're not going to go on s'en est bien sorti. And that's what you guys keep wanting to do at the moment. Good. I am not teaching celui, celle, lequel again. Deal? It has been taught. I am not teaching dans or de versus on and e again. It has been taught. Agreed? Because it has, hasn't it? Yeah? It categorically has been taught. Don't make me out to be a moody little prick. We have done it. Don't go, oh, he'll talk to somebody else, or, oh, he's so funny with his energy. Don't. It takes the piss. It takes the piss. All right? Good. Go over it. I'm always on WhatsApp. If you want to go over something, just ping me, say, Luke, look, I'm owning up. I've forgotten this shit. Can you recommend a video? Agreed? But for the love of God, I'm not teaching celui, celle again. The video for that is called the C word. I'm not teaching lequel, laquelle again. The video for that is called relative pronouns. Remember, when you search for video, you type Logic Language Learning space plus the word. So Logic Language Learning, all one word, space relative pronouns. You've all been sent the relative pronouns challenge. You should know that. You did that in the grammar weeks. You did that in the grammar weeks. They're not even on the free speaking weeks, all right? Good. If you've enjoyed the video, to remind you, in the link underneath, there is a link to a Kofi account where you can purchase me a coffee for following the classes. It will offer you an increment of £3 per coffee. This is for a start. So by all means, you are welcome to change that if you think that 2 and a bit hours of French is whatever is valid. Please, gratefully received. And I'm doing this instead of taking on private people that I could work with. So I need this to make it worth my while. All right? Or I'll stop doing it. Good. Go. Well done. Well done. Well, some of you are more than welcome to come to the one in and out after Paul and Susie, but you would need to work. All right, Tia, I suggest you strongly consider it. All right, loads of love. Take care. All right, right. Good. Yeah, or Denise, or Susan, like all of you. Yeah, good.